Welcome back to Blacks in Motion. And I'm going to have a little fun and I'm going to give you my what? All NBA couch potato team. Yeah, I'm going to make a little fun of some of these guys and their physiques. You know, basketball players are some of the most conditioned athletes in the world. They have to run up and down the basketball court. But there are some guys who are a little flabby, you know, like an ordinary Joe like myself. But guess what? They still produce. And those are the guys that I filled my team with. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you my couch potato team. Start at point guard, Raymond Felton of the New York Knicks. Man, if you see this guy in the offseason, he got a pot belly. He almost looks literally like a potato. But that guy produced this season for the New York Knicks. They had a lot of good chemistry on the floor when he was on there, and he averaged 13 points and 5 assists for the Knickerbockers. Mind you, they finished second in the Eastern Conference. Now, coming in at my shooting guard position, Old Man River, Paul Pierce, the truth for the Boston Celtics. It doesn't seem like he does anything in the offseason. I tell my friends all the time, it looks like he slides his house shoes on, gets on the couch, pulls his blanket up real tight, and starts watching television. But I guess he isn't too much of a bum. He averaged 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists last season for the Boston Celtics. Now, they have already taken an early exit out of the playoffs, but those guys are still talented, and he's going to be a hot commodity because he's a free agent this summer. Now, probably the most talented guy on my list, and some might think it's surprising at the small forward, is Carmelo Anthony. Yes, the MVP if there was no such thing as LBJ. Again, I mentioned him. LeBron James was the MVP of the NBA. But if there was a second place, it was definitely Carmelo Anthony. He averaged 28 points and 7 rebounds for the Knicks. But ever since he left Syracuse, you know, his body really doesn't look like one of an elite basketball players. You know, I really don't see any definition in his muscles or anything, but I guess it doesn't matter when your range starts when you come in the gym and you can play down in the post. Now, coming in at the power forward position is Zach Randolph of the Memphis Grizzlies. This guy, averaged a double-double, 15 points, 11 rebounds. You know, he got what's defined as a old man's game. You know, he's kind of just down in the post, not doing anything flashy with a lot of flair, but you look up and he has a double-double. Yeah, Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies right now are giving the OKC Thunder a run for their money out west. Look for those guys to make a splash maybe into the Western Conference Finals, and depending on who their opponent is, are we going to see them in the finals for the first time? I guess we'll just have to wait and see if Zach Randolph can take them there. Last but not least, at the center position is Al Jefferson for the Utah Jazz. You know, Al just looks like he's never seen a weight room, ever. But the boy has good fundamental skills, great footwork, a beautiful soft shot down in the post, and he's been lighting them up down there in Utah, averaging 18 points and 9 rebounds. But hey, he rounds out my squad, the couch potato squad. Now, some of y'all might think that's real funny and I'm making fun of those guys, and I'm not. These guys are elite athletes, believe it or not, aside from their physique. And they make millions of dollars, and they are very successful when it comes to stats and their teams. So I'm not poking fun, just having a little fun, showing respect to those guys in the NBA. But hey, you might not agree with me. You might think somebody else should make the all couch potato team. If you have some selections, go ahead and hit me up in my email, cliff@blackvideonews.com, right here at Black Video News at 8. Until next time, always think about Blacks in Motion.